What's up, everyone? You're tuned in to another one. It's your girl, Nita Flying High. And my big three has lost this weekend. I don't even know what happened with PSG. I got to tune into them, see what's going on. But the big three that lost today, I'm going to tell you what happened. So Man City had to go up against Manchester United at home in the semifinal match to get to the final, which Chelsea is already waiting. They beat Liverpool. And yeah, it started off very quick. The 7th minute, Celine, we had been peeped her when she was playing at Tottenham. Tottenham ended up getting Russo, and I guess they shipped her off to United. Anyways, she's a quick little player, and she was very exciting to see her on the wing. In essence, she's going to have to be more, I'd say, lethal, because she looks like she has the abilities and archetype to be a consistent scorer for United. United have a lot of they had this girl named Grace Clinton, and she's similar to, I think Claire Hutton probably plays more defense than this Claire Clinton girl, but she was in the mix of things in that similar position where we see Claire in, right? And she's quite big as well, so she was she was very intimidating when it compared to, having Park and Hasegawa and even Laura Coombs in the midfield with her, as well as the matchup between Rivera and Murphy. I really wanted it to continue to grow, but Murphy, she was getting stuffed out by Rivera, and she was very confident, the fullback for United today. And like I said, United, y'all gonna need to step up to beat Chelsea. Y'all may have got past City, but y'all will need a huge scale up, to beat Chelsea, and you will have to limit some of the mistakes that you made. Everyone, like I said, I want to see the same energy I saw from Rivera and all of them against Chelsea, because y'all gonna have to bring that out against City. A weakened City, it looks all right, but against a team that says they're gonna be in a quadruple when they haven't even won the Champions League ever in their internal life. Talking about quadruple. Y'all ain't never won a damn fucking Champions League in your life. The audacity. Anyways, that's why I hope Barca smack y'all. Humble y'all. Anyways, we'll see. I don't know. I don't know if Barca's all that this year. It's tough when you don't. It's the same thing with Chelsea. They don't. Clearly, they don't play in a league where they don't. They have rosters that are way better than these other rosters because everyone wants to go to Chelsea because they're the most ritualistic club. Yes. Anyways, United, good job. Ella Toon was on fire. I saw Ella Toon. She made the first assist. And yeah, they were giving her praise. And even on the, they had, I guess it doesn't matter. But yeah, we found out no Viviana Miedema a couple days ago. Of course, Bunny Shaw was confirmed not to be there. When they were showing City's bench, and then they were showing us who's above the bench, and we saw practically our whole damn team. It's quite sad. I don't know how Jill got hurt, but like I said, she wasn't really performing that well after a couple matches. Yeah, Bunny been having a tough season, due to all the racism and all its bullshit that still goes on in England. And we know Hemp and Greenwood and all of them have been sit down way before. I think it was like the second leg going to Barca, they all had to sit down, right? They all had to sit down. But yeah, I credit United for getting the job done. I feel like they had the players to beat City. And like I said, even Celine's goal was very nice. Grace Clinton header. I think that was on prior. She had to be better. Like I said, we're playing our academy players right against these players that have been at least been playing for at least a season or two. We have about most of our back line besides Layla and Alexandri's. It's young, and the way that the English teams are attacking our defensive back line, we're not good enough. We don't have the pace. We don't have the players with these awarenesses, because they really are not put in situations where they're actually defending world-class players, because City haven't been in that space for a long time because Gareth Taylor. I mean, that's all City Corporation Group. The lack of understanding, foresight, the lack of being able to help your team ascend is all in y'all's demise. You had a coach that was bringing y'all down the tunnel. And clearly, like I said, City are in fourth place outside looking in. United can beat us again in another match. Yeah, clearly, it's just not a City season, yeah? And so, also, Houston lost to Angel City at home 3-1. Alyssa Thompson she was my MVP. They gave it to the first time goal scorer Hodge, but the first two goals were very nice from Angel City. Similar in essence to the left of Jane. Had to be really good to actually beat Jane, also, I have to say, go back to the United match. Joyce made a crazy double save. And, after Hasegawa had made that free kick, Joyce had made that save, which is kind of crazy. But shout out to her. Still Jane, number one. I don't care. You can make crazy saves all you want, homie. You're not my number one. I'm just saying. Anyways. Tiernan and Hodge were the goal scorers. And then, of course, Thompson followed it up late. But in the beginning, they were the goal scorers for Angel City. And Angel City, let me just look at our team. Houston's lineup is just not gonna work. Putting Maggie as a fullback. When we heard Fabrice after the post game, I'm just like, dude, this Maggie as a fullback is not gonna do it, dude. She wasn't ACC midfielder of the year or whatever her accolades were. She wasn't as a fullback. And she's too tall, and she's a better player in the middle. But he needs to play Barbara in the middle. She's one of our best. She's one of, or is our most creative player. I don't understand how that's not most obvious, but it's clearly obvious. Ryan Garson, Bright, of course, we didn't get to see Yasmin Ryan. We didn't get to see Avery. She was gone today. But, yeah, Fabrice, you need to play a proper lineup. And Barbara is our camp, so y'all need to be put players around her. Now, like I said, Diana ended up coming back, and she got the start. Diana's really going to have to watch beside Bright and how she holds up the ball for Houston. And this is her role. This was what she's going to have to get better at. In essence, like I said, Rashad Bright is new, coming from a different team. Diana's been with us for a couple years, and we haven't really supported her in essence of getting her in positions to score goals. So things will have to change. Fabrice 3-1 at home is just disrespectful, okay? But Angel City, they're on fire. And it's so funny that I didn't know they had that Sammy boy on the sideline. And he used to be Houston Dash coach. He moved his family all the way down to Houston. I thought so he was going to stick around. Unlike the Frenchman, the Spanish man, Alonso. But I understand why, in essence, they didn't want Sammy. But I think Sammy with this group is great because this group's a lot younger. And he seems like a very... I trust him with this younger group, Angel City. And I feel like they'll be able to be listened to a lot more. Even though this team is worth a lot of money on paper, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And once again, man... Tigres are losing. This game was very bad. The individuality is just not working. When the players, we can play individualistic, but together. And when we play individualistic, and we don't be connected with each other, that becomes an option. It becomes a disaster. Dillery got another start in this lineup. Jennifer, Jackie, Catalana. We had all our heavy hitters. Yet we lose 2-0 to Pumas. And like I said, 13-minute goal. Tigres had all the time to come back. It was just the lack of creativity. You know what I'm saying? Someone was talking about where's Montoya? She on the bench. But yeah, if Jenny is not connecting with the players more, and she wants to play more individualistic, Jackie, she wants to play more look, y'all, if y'all gonna do that, I'm gonna need y'all to go and score the goals by yourself then. But if y'all can't do that, y'all need to play together. It is what it is. Of course, Tigres are gonna make the playoffs, but playing this way, I just can't see them getting far playing the way they're playing. So shout out to Pumas for getting the job done. And my big three took an L this week. I will see you on the next one.